Welcome back to the ultimate briefing. The federal government has proposed a cap on tax concessions, which means Australians with high super balances will be paying more tax. In this video, I'm going to share with you what exactly are the changes and what they mean for you. G'day folks, let's talk superannuation, or as we Aussies like to call it, super. It's a crucial part of our financial future, and any changes to it can have a big impact on all of us. The government's proposing some changes to how super's taxed, and it's got everyone talking. These changes are aimed at making the system more equitable, but they also come with their own set of challenges and concerns. The big news? They're planning to increase the tax rate on super earnings for balances over $3 million. This is a significant shift and could affect a lot of high net worth individuals. That's right, $3 million. If your super balance exceeds this amount, you'll be looking at a higher tax rate on your earnings. Now, before you start panicking, let's break it down and see what it really means for you. It's important to understand the details and how they might impact your retirement plans. This change is all about making the system fairer, according to the Treasurer. The goal is to ensure that the wealthiest Australians contribute a bit more to the system. The idea is to ensure everyone gets a fair go when it comes to saving for retirement. It's about balancing the scales and providing more opportunities for those with less. But naturally, any change to the system is going to have winners and losers. Some people will benefit, while others might find themselves paying more. So put on your thinking caps, grab a cuppa, and let's dive into the nitty-gritty of these super changes. We'll explore what these changes mean for you and how you can best prepare for the future. Before we get ahead of ourselves, let's do a quick recap of how super's taxed right now. When you put money into super, it's taxed at a concessional rate. This means you get a nice little tax break up front, and the beauty of it is your money grows tax-free while it's in there. But here's the kicker: when you eventually withdraw your super in retirement, you guessed it, it's taxed again. But don't worry, it's taxed at a lower rate than your usual income tax. Seems pretty straightforward, right? Well, hold your horses, because things are about to get a tad more interesting. Now, back to that $3 million threshold. The government reckons this change will only affect a small number of Aussies, around 0.5% to be exact. We're talking about the lucky folks with super balances exceeding $3 million. These are the high rollers, the top dogs of the superannuation world. For the rest of us mere mortals, nothing much changes. We'll still enjoy the same generous tax concessions on our super savings, so unless you've got a cool $3 million stashed away in super, you can breathe easy. This change isn't aimed at you. All right, let's break down how this new tax rate will actually work. It's important to understand the nuances so you can plan your finances effectively. Imagine you've hit the jackpot and have a super balance of, say, $4 million. That's a significant amount, and it puts you in a unique financial position. Don't get too excited, you're not off the hook that easily. There are new tax implications you need to be aware of. Under the new rules, the first $3 million of your earnings will still be taxed at the current rate of 15%. That's the good news. This means that a substantial portion of your earnings remains relatively untouched by the new tax hike. But here's the catch. Any earnings on the amount above $3 million, in your case, a cool $1 million, will be taxed at a higher rate of 30%. This is where the new policy starts to bite. So you're still coming out ahead, but it's not quite the tax haven it used to be. It's crucial to stay informed and perhaps consult with a financial advisor to navigate these changes effectively. Understanding these details can help you make better financial decisions and optimize your tax strategy. Section 5. Retirees and the new super landscape. Now, let's talk about retirees. This is a group that has spent decades contributing to the workforce and now looks forward to enjoying the fruits of their labor. You've worked hard all your life, and you deserve to enjoy your golden years without worrying about complicated tax rules. Retirement should be a time of relaxation and fulfillment, not stress and confusion. The good news is, if you're already retired and withdrawing your super, these changes won't affect you directly. You can continue to enjoy your retirement without any immediate concerns about new regulations. And there's always a but, if you're still working and contributing to your super, these changes might make you rethink your retirement plans. It's important to stay informed and adapt your strategy as needed. It all comes down to how much you're likely to have in super when you retire. Planning ahead can make a significant difference in your financial security and peace of mind. If you're on track for a balance above $3 million, you might want to adjust your savings strategy accordingly. Being proactive now can help ensure a more comfortable and worry-free retirement. Section 6. The mystery of the non-indexed threshold. Here's a head-scratcher for you. The government has decided not to index the $3 million threshold to inflation. What does this mean in plain English? Well, it means that over time, more and more Aussies will find themselves creeping closer to that magic number. Inflation is a sneaky beast, slowly but surely eroding the value of our money. So while $3 million might seem like a king's ransom today, in a few years' time it won't seem quite as impressive. This means that more people will be hit with the higher tax rate in the future. Section 7. A glimpse into the future long-term implications. So what do these changes mean for the future of superannuation? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Some experts reckon it's just the tip of the iceberg, the first step in a series of changes to the system. Others think it's a one-off adjustment designed to appease the critics. Only time will tell what the future holds for super. But one thing's for sure, the government will be keeping a close eye on things and making tweaks along the way. After all, they want to make sure the system is sustainable for generations to come. Section 8, the path forward, next steps and potential adjustments. So there you have it, the lowdown on the latest superannuation changes. It's a lot to digest, I know, but the main takeaway is this. If you've got a super balance over $3 million, you're going to be paying a bit more tax. For everyone else, it's business as usual. The government's planning to introduce legislation soon, so stay tuned for more details. And as always, if you're not sure what these changes mean for you, don't hesitate to seek professional advice. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your hard-earned super. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss a new upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.